spots. It gives us a second to just praise Danny Verhulst. My goodness, what a performance he had in that game one, especially in the end game, not missing a bullet, which led TSM to that win. But here is that contest you were talking about, Dan. Already some shots being fired.
And it's such an influential contest as well because it holds a central area in the map as already Gio got the upper hand here, but straight up the zip line and straight into his face.
Gonna be 2 dead here for Black Hand already, and this is looking like it's gonna be 2-0 in the final result of this contest. For now, just one player trying to escape, and it looks like Yuzna is gonna be able to chase him down. Should be able to get the damage done for them to convert upon a clean wipe, and it's looking like landslide. It's going to be Gio's once more.
Gio have just allowed Moist to stay alive, but one goes down, and this could open things up for Exet to try and finish off the pieces.
Trying to finish it off, but also look at the kill feed. Oxygen are getting involved in this, and it's looking like really bad news here for Moist Esports. The shots being fired, they're kind of pinched between two teams. And speaking of fights going down, you can see Fnatic, they're involved in one at the moment, and they've just won it over Gio.
Yeah, Gio eliminated, and that's great news for Fnatic. There's a lot of extra loot that they can pick up now on their rotation, and they can actually hold this train track for quite some time, and maybe be able to pick up a lot of teams that are going to try and rotate through the northern way after they come from that southern tip. But it will be a real decision from them as to whether they fancy just going for those kills, playing a little bit more edge, or if they want to push more central in towards Survey Camp. But at the moment, Skyhook, there is just a lot of teams who are posturing up against one another.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bottleneck at the moment over at Skyhook, and 100 Thieves, Exet, Oxygen, all trying to find their way through. Moist Esports have been eliminated, as you can see in the feed, but Oxygen now starting to chip away at Exet. Reeds is going to be the man to get that opening knock, and that is the knock that they wanted. That is the knock that they needed. Now they can close the gap and try and pressurize even more.
Didn't move quick enough to actually re-engage in the fight, though. You could see there with the silhouettes, the res came through, and Oxygen know full well they for them as well. But we've seen so many times when teams are starting to get closer to match point that they fall out in the early stages. But good news for TSM is they have been able to post up nice and early. So here's Alliance, where you were talking about, the only caustic in the lobby at the moment, and it really could make a difference in those final circles.
Fnatic and Alliance both in trouble at the moment. Initially, it was Alliance firing into the back of Fnatic, and Dark Zero trying to hold everybody out of Survey Camp once again. Zaini wants to finish them off here. He wants to push, he wants to pressure, and Dark Zero are doing everything they can at the moment to control not just the building, but the entirety of Survey Camp.
Yeah, Dark Zero just trying to spread themselves out here at Survey Camp and trying to eliminate any other team from getting in and taking those spots off of them. Sensible decision, though, to back off ever so slightly. You don't want to push and get too aggressive and lose one player and then allow a third party to happen, so they need to do this tactically.
They're trying to fly in, and oh my goodness,
Lord.
186 is pretty good. 30-30 even better. It's Fnatic eliminated. Dark Zero keep everyone on their feet. They get the armor swaps and find yet another victim here inside a Survey Camp.
You can see how they were planning it. They wanted to make sure they could get in, get out, and make sure those shield swaps would happen, and it just meant that no other team could even possibly push them here. Fire Beavers are close, though, and we know what Fire Beavers are like. They like to hold down that W key, they like to get aggressive, but they also need to be careful and aware of what could happen if they expose themselves from the west.
Yeah, a little bit of a scary moment there for Dark Zero. Like you say, Fire Beavers putting some good damage in as they tried to cross back. But the good news for Dark Zero, nobody went down. That signal wasn't given, like it was for Dark Zero or Fnatic a few moments ago, that we can close that ground and we can push and clear them out. For now, though, elsewhere on the map, we're going over towards Climatizer at the moment. This is Optic Gaming on our screens, but right next to them, a couple of other teams as well. FC Destroy and Pioneers very, very close here, and Skillcase decided maybe there's too many teams to make him feel comfortable.
They are going to be forced together. Pioneers are also in the area, and now Optic Gaming just need to make sure they try and group up. They're so scattered at the moment.
Skillcase has gone down, and now it's dropped, and Nox, who have to try and salvage something here. KCP do hold, they get that first knock, but FC Destroy also here as well. The zone closing behind them, but they will be safe in this little corner.
And we've seen what FC Destroy could do with this composition on this map, as Zane is just going to escape, rat out, and try and stay alive here as FC Destroy have made their fortress once more. All these teams at Climatizer will eventually have to move in towards Survey Camp. It's TSM that are waiting for them, gatekeeping them, but FC Destroy do have the ability just to make sure they stay alive right now.
FC Destroy with this walking fortress of a composition. And we saw how effective it can be if they can get into a good spot in zone yesterday, but also walking forward as a fortress, a pretty good thing to do as well. So difficult to push, but Optic, they've lost one. Skillcake is down at the moment, and like I mentioned, looks pretty unlikely they're going to be able to get that banner as well.
And I think teams like FC Destroyer are going to be delighted that we don't have the Digi-Threat in the Crafter today, because playing Bang, they can get those smokes down. You can then traverse across the map and just avoid all that fire without having to worry about Digi-Threats too much. Now, of course, Digi-Threats still exist. They can still happen, but it's not going to be as prominent in these lobbies. Now it's out of the Crafter. So 15 squads remain. 100 Thieves, another squad who exited very early in match number 1, are just holding this western side. If they do decide to push through these train tracks, it's Alliance who are waiting for them.
Alliance in her eyes right now, and as they try and hold off the push coming in from 100 Thieves, it's a perfect time to jump into a listening with Alliance.
If they push, they get pinched. We just stole it.
Yep.
Cost the call.
Commissars.
Someone evacuating.
They have to come this side.
Cat good. I'm just holding my queue.
Yeah, we might get slipped from here.
I'm just. They're leaving now. They're leaving.
You don't need to hold the queue, you need to just ADS, they're gonna hear it as well.
Yeah, I'm just holding my queue, making them scared.
You can ADS as well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know, but I'd rather queue in case they push, you know, it's better to counter queue. Like, if they queue me, I'm just gonna queue instantly back, okay? Basically.
That team has to come and fight us, right? Or go around. They can't really... Unless the evac from here.
It's a Catalyst Horizon team, I think. I don't know what the third is.
It is.
They have the evac over, otherwise they come fight us.
That's fine, that's fine. That's what we want. We just don't want the A-Pulse.
This team should have left by now as well.
Yeah, they're playing north side.
Bangalore team here.
They're leaving, they're coming your side. Careful, keep yourself up. Nobody close on my scan.
I'm gonna put 2 more barrels on this side.
Listen, there's a duo here, Horizon and Bangalore, and City's holding back there still on Grandmaster.
Giving you 1 barrel here.
Just make sure we kill the team on the right. We need to take that spot. If they slide down, they need to die, okay?
Okay.
Just don't die for it. We just pinch.
Shall we head this way?
Yeah, that's about right. Don't let them land on that spot. We're gonna have to save our APC for that spot, by the way.
It's fine. We're just walking late.
Alliance making sure that they keep track of everything that's going on around them at the moment. You heard from the comms, they were waiting for the decision from 100 Thieves. Are they going to evac tower? That's the only way to get around them, but now you're seeing a push of what could be a very good position to hold. Riddle Order versus NRG, and Riddle Order are taking them apart here.
Oh my goodness gracious, first goes down. Can they follow up? NRG down like flies as Riddle Order assert their dominance and continue their fine form. Elsewhere, Exet versus LG. They've already lost 1, but they've traded it out. LG now lost 2.
Exit looking like they're on top of this. 100 Thieves have fallen in the meantime. Fire Beaver's involved in that, as Nocturnal sends in the Rolling Thunder. But look at LG, they're trying to make this one a little bit mixy, a little bit dicey. As fun is re-knocked, but look at the damage coming in now from Nocturnal on that ultimate. Yanya left on his own. It's a 1v2, but if anyone could do it, Yanya can.
It's a 1v2, but there's a lot of noise that's being made as LG Chivas do get eliminated. Exet stay on top. Where's the third party, though? Is anyone going to be in the area? Yes! Alliance are there. Effect gets the knock, and Exet can't take a break. They can't manage to get the shield swap. And now, will Alliance try and press up on this?
Yeah, that's the question, right? Can they push on it? They've got other teams in the vicinity, and also they have to come over that bridge, which is going to expose them. But I mean, who cares if you're Effect? He takes to the sky. He sends XX Scarper in. He wants more kills.
And Exet are just going to run past the one rat you saw on Oxygen. He was just hiding. He was trying to survive. He might get caught out because of this, but I love the aggression from Alliance. You can see the confidence in this squad.
And they have found that rat. Yes, they have indeed. Another kill goes down. Alliance will get all of this loot to play with, and to be fair, Exet managed to just about escape from that situation. However, elsewhere on the map, TSM are also overlooking this fight. Exet at the moment down to 2, but Sykes is going to be able to get fun back up here.
TSM, by the way, are now up to 41 points with where they currently stand and the kills they've been able to get in this game. They are 9 points away from match point in match number 2 here at the grand finals of the Split 2 playoffs. That is unbelievable. To put that into context, if they were to get into the top 5 here with a couple of more kills, that would be match point. And the position they currently hold is very strong because all of these teams like Exet, Alliance, Dark Zero and Fire Beavers have all got to push uphill. TSM are going to be able to rain down hell on all of them.
Evac tower's down. Here come Alliance now. This could be a fight for the ages because they're trying to approach on TSM. They're going to have to play under them for now. We've been talking about Verhulst, we've been talking about Effect. Well, this battle could be massive for the context of not just that little story, but where this tournament heads.
TSM are right above them, and they are grouping as well, as Alliance now are getting a little bit of grief from Dark Zero getting involved, but all the meanwhile, TSM can just look down from above here,
black hole.
and they start to get involved.
The black hole comes down, but that just invites Dark Zero to come and have a piece of this. Alliance, all of a sudden, find themselves in a little bit of a shambles. TSM don't let this opportunity slip. They slide in, they get a couple of kills, exit out in the meantime. Verholz has got to be careful, though. He's gone down.
Verholz has gone down, but TSM are picking up kills. 5 points off match point, but FC Destroy are in the area as Dark Zero will finish off Riddle Order. 7 squads remain. TSM still alive, but FC Destroy were griefing them. But TSM, it looks like they have got back up to a full 3, and they've managed to get Verholz back on his feet.
Dark Zero down on this low ground. Fire Beavers eliminated. Fire Beavers will not be partaking in this final fight that we're going to see. The solo was dismantled, taken apart, as TSM march forward once more. A little bit of loot to play with here for them as well. That's how the lay of the land is at the moment. Optic Gaming right in the middle of that truck. Next to them, sharing the carriage almost, is Pulverix. FaZe are wrapped to the north side of this zone. And then on the other side, you can see FC Destroy overlooking the position of TSM.
Pulverix and FC Destroy certainly in good spots right now, especially when you consider their compositions as well. FaZe, still a squad who can do some damage from this northern side. I like to play north in this zone because you can come from above, you can use the lips as a little bit of a head glitch and manage to just get some nice shots onto some teams and take that advantage. 6 squads that are remaining means you have to be very careful with where you try and push here, because if you expose yourself from even the slightest angle, there could be several teams that will just destroy you as you move.
Tough thing here is the rotate for TSM and Dark Zero. How do they try and approach it? Dark Zero are going to have to go through Optic and FaZe. On the other side of things, TSM are going to have to be so aware of the position of FC Destroy. Yes, TSM have the high ground here, but they don't have the zone. That's going to be pulling towards Pulverix.
4 points required for TSM to get onto match point, and now they're making their move towards FC Destroy. Dark Veil goes down just to give them that extra cover, and even though FC Destroy are going to post up and take this fight, TSM look like they know they have to go in this direction. They can't afford to go north.
Kills won't be enough here for TSM if they can get them, but there's the Newcastle wall. The castle wall's a problem, but so is Verholz. He's going in, but can't quite get the knock. There's the mobile shield, and TSM eliminated Newcastle, showing how valuable he is to FC Destroy. Dark Zero now using the Dark Veil that was put down to try and shadow their way in.
Pulverix go down as well. Dark Zero now will push in and try and take this spot off of Pulverix, and Zainu starts to shred, but he's gone down as well.
Jen Burton now with Zero. Couple kills go down. It's FaZe who are feeling the pain right now. Jen trying to survive. Can he win this one? Jen Burton, can you get the armor swap? Or has that just opened the door for FC Destroy? They stop TSM in their tracks. They take them out of the game, and they take game number 2.